It was in October 2015. John Brennan, who was the head of CIA at the time, unexpectedly received a phone call from an unknown individual. At first, he thought the call was meant to be a prank. When he accepted, he heard the voice of a teenager on the other side demanding $5 trillion. This phone call was later classified by the U.S. government as the worst incident of identity theft, harassment of government officials, and lastly, cyberterrorism. The incidents also revealed the vulnerabilities of government agencies to cyber threats. One thing for certain was that whoever made the phone call would pay severely for their actions. Who was responsible for the prank call? How did they locate the information of the most powerful man in the U.S.? Let's find out. Kraka, the teen who was one of the culprits behind the CIA hack, was motivated by political reasons. More precisely, their actions were driven by a desire to expose perceived injustices and inform the public, reflecting a broader sentiment among certain online communities about government transparency and accountability. However, the hacker saw his actions as a form of activism, rather than mere cybercrime. In late 2015 and early 2016, Kraka started to hack into the personal accounts of several U.S. government officials, including the email account of then CIA Director John Brennan and the home internet account of then Director of National Intelligence James Clapper, as well as several U.S. government portals and tools. This incident forced some of the high-profile individuals into hiding, as well as $1.5 million USD in damage and relocation cost. He later posted on Twitter anonymously, bragging about his achievements. When people heard that the email account of CIA director, all of their related information and any classified documents were somehow revealed to public, one may expect the hacker could have been using the most sophisticated methods and a member of a crime syndicate to access these sensitive information, given that all sensitive documents and information are kept secret at all time. Only individuals with the sufficient security clearance could access them legally. However, this isn't the case here. While looking for more information, Kraka discovered that John Brennan had an account with Verizon Wireless. Verizon Wireless is a major wireless network provider in the U.S. It offers mobile telecommunication services including voice, text, and data plans through the use of a reverse telephone directory. Then he pretended to be a technician who needed help to reach out to a customer. The plan worked, and he obtained all information about Brennan's email address and mobile phone account. According to Kraka, hacking into the email address is a child's play, since all of the information is available online and can be found in one Google search. Kraka was not the only one who was involved in the CIA hack. Kraka was teaming up with another teen hacker, known as Default. Default was just another typical American teenager. He loved playing soccer and video games. Later, Default started to figure out how to use cheat tools to gain an unfair advantage over other players. This was his first experience that gave him some motivation to use his own computers to try things people are not supposed to do. He later spent plenty of time studying how computers work and how to make full use of it. In addition, 2008 was considered the perfect period for one to learn about hacking. He was influenced by the most notable organization in that period, Anonymous, a decentralized international hacktivist group, primarily known for its various cyber attacks against several governments, government institutions and agencies, as well as large corporations. Public opinions about the groups vary greatly. Supporters view the group as freedom fighters, while others think of them as cyber terrorists and cyber lynch mob. If you were somehow invited, you would get an opportunity to observe Anonymous members in action. After spending some time with Anonymous members, he later found the group cringe. It was tough to find someone trustworthy. Dozens of people have been arrested for colluding with Anonymous and their activities in countries including the US, UK, Australia, the Netherlands, Spain, and Turkey. As a result, he linked up with another hacker group known as AnonSec. Just like Anonymous, they also targeted government agencies for political reasons, or in some cases for fun. AnonSec hacked into a system by using a botnet, a network of computers that is under the control of an attacker. The attacker can use it to further expand the botnet by spreading malwares, or in some cases, directly target the server. Default was curious about the computer network that was already in the botnet. One of which got his attention was the server of a medical school in Canada, which contained a huge financial record of students' debts. At the end of the list, he found a delete button. Once he clicked on it, all of the financial records would be erased in a blink of an eye. The mere sight of the delete button was really tempting to him. All of Default's hacking was driven by altruism. He felt like what he was doing was right. His motivation culminated when Edward Snowden, a Russian former American intelligence contractor and whistleblower of the modern era, revealed the world about the secret and classified documents about the existence of a global surveillance program. On May 20th, 2013, Snowden flew to Hong Kong after telling his employer in an email that he needed a couple of weeks off to deal with the epilepsy. His revelation shook the world and sparked a heated debate over the balance of national security and personal privacy. This event also inspired a young Default who wanted to give the officials a taste of their medicines, how it felt to be monitored 24/7, have their personal information leaked out and disseminated for unintended uses. And thus he began to collaborate with Kraka. As expected, the consequences of hacking, disseminating classified documents and information illegally, was a severe criminal offense, and it would destroy the career of an individual. In fact, many face harsh legal repercussions and a long-lasting impact on their personal freedom and choices. When the authorities manage to track down the whereabouts of the offenders, they never do it politely. Default was arrested in his home when the FBI conducted a raid. He faced a 5-year prison sentence and significant fines, realizing too late that his actions were misguided, despite believing they were for political justice. Soon, Kraka also suffered the same fate. He was arrested by the British police and subsequently spent 2 years in prison. In addition, police also arrested one CWA member in the US and another 3 in the UK. This story of 2 teenage hackers hacking into CIA's data and leaking their documents online, as well as the revelation of a global surveillance program, shows just how technology can be used for shady purposes, allowing one to have the capability to spy on any individuals, including the citizens of its own country. It's a story of curiosity gone too far, and the high price that came with it.